This is the third part of the review, full math review for GED prep. So again, you can use a calculator on these questions. Starting with question number 21 here. The Arguello family has decided to enjoy a Saturday of fun. The family members are planning on eating at their favorite restaurant, which will cost $11 per person. So $11 per person, or 11 times P. They will then go to a movie and afterwards spend some time at a miniature golf course. So they're making a full day of it. The movie will be $9 per person. So the meal will be 11. That's a really bad meal. The movie will be $9 per person. And the golf will be $5 per person. If the family van consumes $15 worth of fuel plus the 15, it's just a general 15 because of the fuel they will use. Determine how much the total cost of the family will be for 6 members of the family. Notice again, they wrote the word 6 and did not put in the letter 6. So there are 2 ways to do this. You can put a 6 here, and a 6 here, and a 6 here, or because you know everybody's going to eat, everybody's going to the movies, and everybody's going golfing, you could say 11 plus the 9 for the movies plus the 5. 11 and 9 is 20, and 5 more makes 25. And then that times 6. Then you have to add the fuel. So 25 and 6, that's 25, 50, 75, 100, 125, 150. It's 150 plus 15 is 165. Which of these is parallel to the graph? Negative 3y equals 12x minus 9. The easiest way to do this one is to set it equal to y, because I know that the coefficient with y is negative 3. 12 can be divided by negative 3. Negative 9 can be divided by negative 3. So if I divide both sides by negative 3, then negative 3 divided by negative 3 just gives you y. 12 divided by negative 3 will give you negative 4x. And then negative 9 divided by negative 3 will be positive 3. Now, parallel means it has the same slope. Meaning that if this one goes like this and this one goes like that, close enough, they'll have the same slope, the same rise over run. You can see both have the same rise over run. So all you need is you need a number that has the exact, or you need a line that has the exact same negative 4x, and that is A. That's all that's asking. 23, if a triangle has sides of x plus 3, 2x plus 2, and 3y minus 1, what is the perimeter? So all you're doing is adding up x plus 3 plus 2x plus 2 plus 3y minus 1. Combine what you can. X plus 2x will make 3x. The 3y just comes along for the ride. So you got that one. And then it's positive 3 and positive 2 and negative 1. 3 and 2 makes 5, minus 1 is 4. So 3x plus 3y plus 4. That's C. Solve this one. So to solve this one, this is the division problem. It's 12y squared minus 6xy divided by 2y. So I'm going to divide this guy by 2 and y and this guy by 2 and y because I know it'll go into both of it. So 12 is really, this 12 is really 6 times 2 times y times y. And this one over here, I'm going to write over here, is 3 times, let's make it negative 3, times 2 times x times y. And then down below, all you have is a 2 and a y. So I'm going to get rid of a 2 and a y. A 2 and a y. And so all I have left is 6y minus 3x. and that's B. If a rectangle has an area of 180 and a perimeter of 54, what could be the length and the width of the rectangle? So the area is 180. Area is length times width. The perimeter is length plus width, or twice the length plus twice the width, either way. So the perimeter has to be 54. If that is true, these are one of those that there's going to be more than one correct answer on one way or the other way. That's just how they set these up. So like if I use 8 and 10, if I said 8 times 10, guess what? I'm going to get 180 as my area. If I said 12 times 15, 12 times 15 is going to give you 180 as your area. So far, those two are still fitting in. 9 times 20 is still going to give me 180 as my area. And if I said 180 times 1, guess what? It's still an area of 180. So that's not helping at all. But perimeter-wise, if I said 18 plus 18 plus 10 plus 10, 18 and 18 plus 10 is going to give me 56. Ooh. That's close, but that's not it. So I'm going to the next one, which is 12 and 12 and 15 and 15. So 12 plus 12 plus 15 plus 15 gives me 54. So realistically, if I try to go on to the next one, say 9 and 9, that's 18, and 20 and 20 is 40. Well, 18 and 40 is 58. And then that one is 180 and 180 and 1 and 1, and that's definitely not it. So it has to be B. What is the circumference of a circle? If the circumference of a circle is 28 pi, what is the area? And they may give you something weird like this. So the distance around the outside is 28 pi. It's the circumference. We know that circumference is pi times diameter. So guess what? There's my pi. That means my diameter has to be 28. If my diameter is 28, now I've got to look at area. Area's formula is pi times radius squared. So first I need a radius. Right now I have a diameter. So to get a radius, I'm going to have to say the diameter goes from one side through the middle to the other side. That's your diameter. Your radius is half of that. So if the diameter is 28 from here to here, then half that is 14. So you'll say the area is pi times 14 squared. So I'm going to say 14 squared times pi. And when I do, I get 196 pi. So 196 pi, then I will convert it. I'm using the calculator here. Hit that convert button right above the equal sign, but right above the enter symbol, and I get 615.75. There's your answer, 616. If the area of a square, similar type question, that's why I put these together. If the area of a square is 169, that means this side and this side multiplied together is going to give you 169. And since it's a square, that means side squared, or side times side, would give you a 169. So to get the answer for the length, you get the square root. So the square root of the side squared is just your side. Square root of 169 is 13. So 13 is one side. As you notice, that's one of the answers. But it asks what is the perimeter, not what is the side length. So you got to say 13 here, and 13 here, and 13 here, and 13 there. You do 13 all the way around. It's 13 times 4, which is 52. Let's change up color. Let's go teal. It's a good color. Okay, that was 26b. 27. If the f of x is 5x plus 2, what is the f of 3? So instead of saying x, you're going to plug in a 3. So 5 times 3 plus 2. 5 times 3 is 15, and 15 and 2 is 17. It's that easy. That one was not hard at all. 28. Solve for y in the following problem. Y is equal to 3x plus negative 3, and x is equal to 4. So y is equal to 3 times 4 plus negative 3. So y is 3 times 4 is 12 plus negative 3. So positive 12 plus negative 3 will be positive 9. 29, 3 to the 5th times 3 to the 8th. So we're just multiplying the things together. So we're actually going to add these two guys. Because this is really 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8. And if we counted them all up, you would get 13. So it's 3 to the 13th. Now, this is going to happen. I just guarantee it. I just know it in my bones. You're going to do this, and you're going to get 3 to the 13th, and you're going to go, haha, I'm done. And then you look down here, and you go 3 to the 6th, whoa, 3 to the 5, whoa, whoa. You look at all these down here, and none of these are 3 to the 13th. But if you do a little simple thinking here, 3 to the 40th, we know we can rule out. If we tried 3 to the 13th on our calculator, 3 raised to the 13th power is going to be 1.5 million, not 1330. So you can rule that one out. So it's either going to be A or B. Now, our rule was if you multiply them together, you have to add the tops, add the exponents. If I said 3 to the 5th times 3 to the 8th, and what you could do also, if you really get stuck, put this in the calculator just like that, and then put each of these in the calculator and see which one matches. And you're going to find out that 6 plus 7 is also 13. So this one right here is 3 to the 13th, just like that one. So your answer is A. Last one. Oswald works for a trophy company. He just got an order for trophies in the shape of a pyramid. The order requires a trophy to be made of solid glass. How many cubic inches of glass will he need to make 2 trophies? So to do this one, you're going to need the formula for a pyramid. So formula for a pyramid is the area of the base. I've lost my area of pyramid all of a sudden. Sorry, let's look it up real quick here. Let's see, this is embarrassing. Area of a pyramid. No, volume of a pyramid. I'm sorry, it's volume of a pyramid. And that formula is 1/3 times the area of the base. That's what it is. 1/3 times the area of the base times the height. And that's what it is. I need to get it right in a second here. So the area of the base is 6 times 8. So all of this down here is 6 times 8, which is 48. So 1/3 times 48 times 9. So you could do 1/3 of 48 right here. You can do 1/3 of 9 over there. Doesn't matter which one you multiply times which one, because you're multiplying all these eventually. I'm going to do it this way just to make it easier for me. So 1/3 of 48 is going to be 16 times 9. You could have just put in the 1/3 times 48 times 9, and you would have got the same answer. So 16 times 9 is going to be 144. And there it is.